Hi guys, Deb Acker here, and welcome to the new Paradigm Love channel. So if you are new to this channel and you haven't already, you're gonna wanna make sure to subscribe, because over the next several weeks and months ahead, I'm gonna be sharing so much awesome content on how do we actually create new paradigm love in our life? How do we share ourselves to be deeply known and met in our relationships? And so today's topic is all about how to be yourself. But before I dive into that, for those of you guys who are new here, I just want to introduce myself very briefly. My name is Deb Acker. I am an intuitive love and relationship coach. And I work with men, women, and couples to really support them in creating that big vision that we can have in love and relationships and the big visions we have in our life. Because as I will say a lot in these videos, the two things that are gonna matter most at the end of our time here is one, how did you love, right? Did you love who you wanted to love? Did you love them in the ways that you wanted to love them at? And did you love them at the levels that you wanted to love them at? So that's one. And the second thing is that did you do what you wanted to do, right? Those passions that you had, those nudges you had, those pokes, like the things that the desires that you had and the dreams that you had, did you do those? Did you follow those? Did you end up fulfilling your calling and the reason why you came here in this life? And along those lines is one piece, one aspect I want to give you on how to be yourself. So I know there's a lot of data out there around actually trying to break the habit of being yourself, but I'm a firm believer that actually it's all about us being ourselves. And the first key to that, which I'm actually not going to dive into today, but I have to mention it, is healing ourselves. When we heal our core wounds, we stop acting from what I say is our inherited truths, right? The truths that we've taken on from our parents and from our family. And we start acting more from our true truth, right? So there's one piece of that, but that is actually not what I really want to cover in today's video. What I want to cover in today's video is starting to really identify what your dreams and desires are. That is one way that we start to really be more of ourselves. Because here's the thing, you know, before I came out as intuitive and I came out as a love and relationship coach, right? I was in medical sales. And so in that world, most people in that world did not know about this side of me, right? But inside of me, I had this dream, I had this desire, right? First and foremost, to build this relationship that had never existed before on the planet. Like that was a huge desire of mine. So that was one part of that. And then the second part of that was to support others in creating their own visions and versions of that. But to really bring that forth, I had to know myself, right? And I had to learn, it's like, who's the true me? The true me isn't the person that wanted to, was working in corporate, though. I mean, that was valuable experience for me, and I really value that time, but that wasn't my true self. And so for you, I want to ask you, and feel free to comment below. You can also email me, but like, what is one dream or desire that you have in your life or in love and relationships? I'd love to hear any dream or desire you have in love and relationships. Like I said, mine is to create this relationship that's never existed before, with more deeper intimacy, deeper relating, just deeper love, and like really fully being able to share ourselves with no holding back. It's this liquid love. But whatever yours is, I would love to hear from you. Again, feel free to comment below or feel free to email me. You can just email me. I'll put my email below, but you can also email me at deb@deboraacker.com, right? And so first, like recognizing that, and then I'm going to be sharing, I have a deep relating masterclass coming up. So I'm going to be sharing, like, once you've identified, these pieces, like how do you share that with another? Like, how do you bring those forth? So I'm going to be sharing that in my class, among many things, right? Again, how do we, the keys to what's needed for us to be deeply known and met in our relationships, right? How do we create deeper, connected, more alive, juicier relationships in our life? How do we share our heart from our deepest truth? Right? So there's going to be several things coming up with that in that class. But the first part of that is to start to honor and really recognize, what are these things that I'm desiring? What is that? And that's one key to being ourselves. So that is today's video. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'm all into deep relating, and even here, like, I believe there's no time like the present to be deep relating, right? So feel free, again, to comment below, to send your questions below. Feel free to comment with anything. But until next time, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.